I knew that Richard was here.
Sorry, why didn't you tell me?
I just thought it would be better if he slipped away quietly.
Don't you ever do anything like that again.
What have you been doing with my daughter?
Nothing. It's nothing.
You expect me to believe that you're totally innocent in all this?
I am. I'm innocent.
You're a scum.
Hey,
Shame of yourself.
Easy.
Please get them to drop the charges against Angus.
Rachel, he did the wrong thing. Even if I had any say, I wouldn't.
You don't know me at all.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours. That's when good neighbours become. When good neighbours become good friends.
It's been cut off. Karl and Susan didn't waste any time now, did they?
Just use the landline.
I can't, Zeke. I can't use the internet or the phone without them supervising.
So let them supervise.
Let them supervise me calling Angus.
What? You don't think he's caused you enough problems?
Okay, he hasn't caused me problems. They have. The narrow-minded idiots who think that I'm too young to run my own life.
What are you doing?
Well, if I can't talk to him, I have to go see him.
Stop being stupid.
I don't have a choice.
I'll dob.
Zeke, I appreciate what you're doing, but I know that you won't do that.
Yeah. Okay, darling. Well, I'll see you soon. Yeah. Love you. Bye-bye. Declan's gonna hang out with his mates.
Well, he has to deal with this thing in his own way. So does Oliver.
Yeah, just wish he was here with me.
Sorry.
You should go off to bed. You don't want to show up for your first day of work looking like you need a holiday.
She's right, you know. You do look tired.
Yeah, I've just had a few restless nights. A bit keyed up, I guess. Yeah, I will go and have an early night. Good night.
Night.
She's right. I mean, the boys should find a way of dealing with Richard's death. And so do you. What's wrong?
I want to know what you told Karl about Richard and I.
I told him the truth. What Richard did to you.
Why?
Because he was determined to reunite Richard with his family. He had no idea what he was dealing with.
You had no right.
I was trying to protect you.
No, I don't care. You know, I don't want him looking at me and knowing what happened.
But it's okay for you to go to court and tell everyone else what happened.
Yeah, well, that's different. That was my decision.
Oh, you know, Karl is hardly going to make it public knowledge.
Well, I'm going to go and make sure.
No, just hang on. Maybe we should just wait until they're finished dealing with this trouble with Rachel, eh?
Oh, how kind of you to consider his feelings. You know, I wish you'd considered mine.
Rachel! Right.
Oh, thanks for nothing, Zeke.
Inside now.
When are you going to stop treating me like I'm a child?
Maybe when you stop behaving like
You can hardly call this mature.
I don't care what you think. You have no idea how I feel about Angus.
Rachel, we've both been 16. We've had 3 kids who are 16. We know how real first love feels.
Do you have any idea how patronising that sounds?
All right. You love Angus.
And I want to support him.
Do you understand that he could go to jail for being with you?
You make me sick.
Oh, you're making a big mistake, Rach.
Karl, have you got a moment?
Not a great time.
Well, I really need to speak to you.
Yeah, Susan, I'll just be a minute. Richard was my patient. I was bound by his wishes to not contact the family.
Well, I don't need to be protected. Not by Paul and not by you.
No, of course not.
And Paul had no right to tell you what had happened. And you have no right to tell anyone else.
I wouldn't.
Okay, not Susan, not anyone. I will not be defined by what he did to me.
You wouldn't be.
Oh, yes, I would. In people's minds, I would be, you know, the person that happened to.
And what about in your own mind?
What do you mean?
Well, I wonder if you see yourself as that person.
Do I see myself as a victim?
No, not a victim. You've had to deal with what happened to you for many years. Now it's a long time to deal with the hurt like that. Paul tells me you were going to take Richard to court. Must be very upsetting to be denied that opportunity. But he has finally admitted to what he did. Now it's over. For good. You have to find a way to move on for your own sake and for your boys.
Hey.
Hey.
Heard from Rach?
No. You haven't tried to talk to her?
No, I've been busy.
With what?
Family stuff.
What sort of family stuff?
Shopping.
Shopping. That's the best excuse you can come up with? Not you haven't got the guts to talk to her?
Jeez, sorry it's an issue.
Oh, so that's 5 serves and a half serve for young Ben.
Yes. Thanks, Harold.
Oh.
What is it?
We didn't know whether to tell you or not.
Look, there's a rumour going around about young Rachel and a teacher.
Well, I nipped it in the bud, of course, but spreading rumours like that about poor Rachel...
Whoever started it needs a good swift kick of the backside.
Hey, Livy. How's Rachel?
Oh, she's struggling. I don't think it's going to get any easier.
Well, I've been trying to contact her.
Oh, Mum and Dad have cut off all communications. They're trying to stop her from contacting Angus.
She won't give up.
She's got no choice. Mum and Dad aren't going to back down.
She wants to be with him. She's not going to stop trying.
Rachel, that is not what I mean. Susan says that if I go and see Angus, it'll make him look like a criminal.
Who wants one with parmesan?
I do.
I said it wouldn't help his case. And even if it would, you're not getting anywhere near him.
You want him to go to jail?
Oh, Rachel, what happens to him is far less important to me than what happens to you. You have a police interview tomorrow. So? So? They're going to ask you very specific questions about the nature of the relationship. It will be confronting.
No, it won't be. I want to talk about this.
I know you're angry at me, Rachel, but I only have your best interests at heart. Oh, please, come back and have something to eat.
Not hungry. Do you want me to talk to her?
No, leave it. Hey, is Rebecca all right?
Yeah, she's fine. She just wants some medical advice. Where's Rachel?
Oh, in the bedroom, hating me.
Is that parmesan I smell? Thank you.
Where have you been?
Just with my friends.
Where?
Mostly at the general store.
Well, from now on, we want to know exactly where you are and who you've been with, okay? And with your mother away, that means letting me know.
Why?
Because I want to know what you're getting up to, that's why.
Dad.
We've always given you credit from knowing right from wrong, haven't we?
I do.
You knew what Rachel was doing was wrong, but you went along with it anyway.
No, I didn't. I told her to end it.
Why didn't you tell an adult what was going on?
Because I couldn't just let her get into trouble.
She's her friend.
No, a friend doesn't rope you into lying for her.
She didn't rope me in. I made the decision to help her myself.
Bad decision. So from now on, we're going to be keeping a close eye on you. And you're not going to hang out with Rachel anymore.
No way.
No, I mean it, Tidge. It's not negotiable.
Angus.
Hey, I made you some lunch if you want it.
Oh, thanks. Hopefully I'll have some time to eat it.
Did you sleep any better last night?
Dad?
All right, I'm not fussing.
Okay, I'm out of here. Don't be late as well as Haggard.
Bye. Here, I made you a sandwich as well.
Does that mean I'm forgiven?
Just wait till you see what I put in it.
So, listen, how are you feeling, really?
Oh, I'm getting there.
No, I can stay home if you like.
Oh, no. Don't worry about it. I've got enough to occupy myself.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, I'll see you at the shop.
Yeah. See you later, Declan.
See ya. What's that?
It's Richard's funeral notice. I'm going, and I think that you and Oliver should too.
Kidding, right?
Dec, we really need to do this.
Do what? Forgive him? Show him some respect because he's dead?
Do you think that I would do that, and that I would expect you to do that? No, this is about us. It's a way of moving on.
How?
By acknowledging the pain that he caused us.
I don't need to be there to do that. It's really over.
He's never going to affect our lives again.
All that matters is he's gone. I don't need to be at his funeral to make sure of that.
Where did you first meet Angus Henderson?
At the swimming pool. I was with a school group.
Were you in school uniform?
No,
What did he say?
nothing much.
Did he touch you in any way?
No, of course not.
You then subsequently met him at a bar?
She didn't go there to meet him.
Rachel?
It was Charlie's, and no, we didn't plan it. I just ran into him there.
What happened?
Nothing really, it was pretty brief.
Was alcohol involved?
Are you asking if he got me drunk?
I'm asking if alcohol was involved.
Is that what this interview is about? Setting Angus up as some kind of sleaze?
It's about finding out the truth.
Well, then here it is. Angus Henderson is a wonderful person, and we did nothing wrong. The idea of making me talk about it like this is disgusting.
3 o'clock deadline, okay, mate? Ah, the prodigal returns. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Not that I'd bother settling in, mind. There's still only one job on offer, and your competition's that little dot disappearing over the horizon.
Really?
He's all over the dance party riff collapse.
Well, in that case, he can have it.
I mean, you're supposed to be working on it together.
Yeah, I don't like to share. I'll find my own story.
All right, well, you'd better had. And today.
You sure you don't want to share?
Yeah, the Walkley's all yours.
Well, good move. It's old news anyway.
Yeah, who wants to read about a tragedy when you can read about Paris Hilton?
Well, she's a walking tragedy.
Okay, all right.
Have a look at him. You know, sometimes I'd swear he was almost human.
Yeah, I wouldn't get too excited. He's probably just been grilling her.
Why?
She's a friend of Rachel Kinski's. Oh, you haven't heard? Rachel was involved with one of her teachers. Looks like charges are going to be laid.
That's serious.
Apparently.
Has anyone been assigned to cover the story?
Not yet, but he had a photographer at the police station. Oh, no, Al, do not even think about it.
No, this is a big story.
Yeah, and a nightmare for the people involved. Our neighbours, remember?
One cappuccino coming up.
Thanks, Al.
Any news yet?
She said she'd call once the interview's over. They won't be that tough on it, will they? I mean, Henderson's the one they'll be after.
My dad's paper is going to cover the story.
What?
Is Rachel's name going to get mentioned? No, but everyone will know who it is.
Well, can't you talk to your dad?
I've already tried. But if he thinks it'll sell papers, there is no stopping.
I just feel sorry for her, that's all. And the school.
Yeah, well, people have a right to know that this creep is out there.
Yeah. So you name and shame him, but what about Rachel? What's she being punished for?
Excuse me. Are you doing a story about Rachel?
She won't be mentioned by name. Look, if you have a problem with this, maybe you should speak to my editor about it.
I will.
Hey, don't put this back on Brad. You wanted that story and you went after it.
You know very well, if I don't cover this, someone else will.
Can't believe how callous you can be.
Rachel, when was the first time you were alone with Angus at his flat?
I don't remember.
You may think you're helping him by not remembering, but you're the only one who can confirm whether or not he's told us the truth. Was your relationship intimate? Did you kiss? Did he kiss you? When did you first stay the night at his flat? I know this isn't easy for you.
No, you don't. You're only hearing what you want to hear. Do you want to know how it really was? I pursued him. Okay, he told me that this relationship was wrong, but I didn't listen. He wanted to end it. I wanted him. Rachel, I told you that you had no idea. Everything that happened between us is because I wanted it to. Everything.
You can understand why he'd refuse.
Oh, of course I can. My first instinct was not to go to the funeral too.
Okay, so how do you convince Declan then?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I mean, Richard's caused you guys so much pain over the years.
Yeah, and I think a lot of Declan's pain was about not having a father. I did my best, but...
Well, have you tried to talk to him about it?
Well, I always thought he was okay, but I think he was just trying not to hurt my feelings.
No, that's Declan for you.
But that's why I think it's so important that he should go to the funeral. It's like a way of putting a full stop on that part of our lives.
There you go. Flat white. Cafe latte.
No, we didn't order any more.
Now. Any customer in a solemn tete-a-tete without coming up for air or cracking a smile gets a bottomless cup of coffee, new house rules.
Thank you.
Kiss baby Joey for me.
I will.
Maybe we could get Valda to talk to Declan.
Yeah, well, if anyone can talk up a funeral, she can.
Look, I understand your concern, Miss Kennedy.
Save me the public interest speech. I used to be a journalist.
Well, then you ought to know why I'm running the story.
She's a 16-year-old girl. Do you have any idea how much pain this story will cause?
Well, obviously I'm not going to identify her.
It's just this once. Don't run the story. She needs to move on. This is just going to cause more drama.
Sorry, no, now if we're finished.
All right, if you don't care about Rachel, what about Taylor?
What about her?
Rachel's brother Zeke is her boyfriend. She attends the same school. How do you think she's going to feel knowing that her father's making Rachel's life hell?
Taylor understands that it's my job to report the news, whatever that may be. The fact that you don't understand that is probably why you're an ex-journalist.
No, having to associate with people like you is the reason I'm an ex-journalist.
Hey, how can you call me callous?
You're willing to ruin a kid's life.
This is a legitimate story and you know it.
And I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
No, you want to know what the real problem is? I wouldn't touch you with a barge pole. I rejected you and you can't handle it. That's where this is coming from.
Whatever you reckon.
I guess the pressure's getting to both of us.
You can be a decent journalist or you can have a relationship. You can't have both. If I couldn't make it work, I very much doubt you can.
Come back, please. I think I've suffered enough humiliation for one day.
Yeah, so have we. We'd like an explanation.
How could you say all those things? How could you say that you pursued him, that you initiated everything?
Because it's true, I did.
That's not like you, Rachel. Where's this come from?
It comes from the fact that I'm not a child anymore. Like I've been trying to tell you. Look, I'm old enough to know what I want. I want Angus, I love him, and I'm not giving up.
No, Rachel.
No, let her go.
What do we do now?
Guess what? The Erinsborough News are going to run the story about Rachel and Angus.
Fantastic.
I've just spoken to the editor. There's no way they're going to pull it. But they can't show a photo of Rachel or use her name.
It's still not good.
I know.
She's so stubborn. She won't give him up despite everything that's happened.
So, what's the last thing in the world you want to discuss?
I'm not going.
Look, can't we just talk about it?
We already have. You think it'd be good for me, and I don't.
No, I did not say that I thought that it would be good for you. I said that I thought it would be a way of moving on.
I already have.
Look, I know you feel a lot of anger towards him.
Mum,
and
I really don't want to do this.
Okay, I said that the wrong way.
There is no right or wrong way. I'm not going to the funeral, and nothing you can say is going to make me.
Richards will combine metal and plants to ensure...
Dad cracked it. He doesn't want me to see you anymore.
Well, in case I corrupt you.
Something like that. You okay?
Have you got your phone?
Why?
Well, so that I can call Angus.
No way.
Please, Did. Come on, Karl and Susan aren't going to know if I use your phone.
You shouldn't be calling him at all.
Did.
You've done enough damage to yourself.
What damage? God, you are starting to sound like everybody else. Please give me your phone.
No, I left it at home.
Fine. If you're not going to help me talk to him, then I'll just have to go to him.
That would be a really big mistake.
Being with Angus is not a mistake.
Rachel.
No, I'm not going to let anybody else tell me that I can't be with him. Not you, not anybody.
Rach, you okay?
Leave me alone.
You don't have to act all tough with me.
Didge didn't stay very long.
Not up for discussion.
I'm sorry that I dubbed on you.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But I warned you, lying has caused this family way too much grief.
Please, go away.
Not until you talk to me.
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
You have no idea what I'm going through.
So talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
It's all such a mess. Didge hates me.
She doesn't
No,
hate
she
you.
hates me. Karl and Susan can't even stand to look at me.
They were just worried about you.
You didn't see them at the police station.
Give them some credit, Rach. They love you. And nothing will ever change that.
Yeah, but they'll never forgive me. Not this time.
Then stop obsessing about Angus. He's not worth it.
That's the thing. He is.
We need to talk.
My lawyer told me not to talk to anyone.
I didn't come here to fight. I need your help. And like it or not, you're going to give it to me.